Hello and welcome to Frontrunner Motorsport. Last week we looked at the best 5 drivers struggling in Formula E in 2021, the big players really hurting after the first 4 races. Well, let's flip to the other side of the coin and look at the 5 drivers who are doing much better than expected. Drivers I was expecting to drive like old porridge, but are actually doing alright. Go back and watch last week's video first, remember to subscribe, and let's begin.
Welcome to Frontrunner Motorsport.
Eduardo Mortara. Eduardo Mortara is a couple of good point-scoring races away from having his best ever year in Formula E. Now in his 4th year with Venturi, Mortara has put in a couple of smashing performances. The season opener was one to remember, with a Class A super overtake on Mitch Evans and Pascal Wehrlein, and finishing in 2nd place. Things looked good until they didn't. A brake issue caused a big crash in practice for race 2 and Mortara was sidelined. He retired from race 3 in Rome with damage, but again rose to the front end of the field and finished 4th in race 4. Mortara is a former race winner in Formula E, but he is really putting in some good performances in 2021. He is far and away above Norman Nato, who is still adjusting and was ahead of Mortara before being penalised in the 2nd Rome race. Before the season began, I predicted 13th for Mortara. Now I'm thinking top 8. May not seem like much, but it would be great for Venturi. Pascal Wehrlein. The always consistent Pascal Wehrlein is leaving teammate Andre Lotterer in the dust so far this year. Whilst Lotterer has suffered penalties and barged opponents out the way, Wehrlein has been scoring points at every race, and after a podium in Rome, he is the one saving Porsche's blushes right now, which I did not call before the season started. I really thought Lotterer would be the better driver, but here's Pascal Wehrlein racing well and scoring points, just to prove me wrong. He's also only a couple of good points finishes away from having his best year ever, and honestly, if he could get a couple of wins, he could be a contender. Alexander Sims. Maybe not doing quite as well as some others on this list, but I thought Alexander Sims' career was over when he left BMW for Mahindra. I thought this could be a no point scoring season. I thought Alexander Sims would return to the world of British GT with his tail between his legs. But he can stand and go with the big boys. He is ahead of Antonio Felix da Costa on points. He's ahead of last year's champion in Techeetah. He put in a fantastic performance to get 2nd place in Rome, and a 7th in the first race in Saudi Arabia is a handy amount of points in the bank before the halfway point of the season. I don't know where Sims goes from here, but he can impress in 2021. Robin Frijns. I really like Robin Frijns. I had high hopes for him in DTM in 2020, but it never really panned out. And he has been a good contender in Formula E over the last couple of years, even taking a couple of wins. But he's never really been in championship contention. Well, in 2021, he's currently 3rd in the championship after a 2nd place in Saudi Arabia and a 4th in Rome. He could be a couple of wins away from getting one hand on that championship. Losing Sam Bird was a big blow for Virgin, and Nick Cassidy, whilst a decent choice for a replacement, will need time to settle in. But Robin Frijns has stepped up to lead the team so far. We are only 4 races in, but I think Robin Frijns wouldn't be a bad bet for the championship. Sam Bird and Mitch Evans. I see how it is, Jaguar. I predict you to be champions, and you end up nowhere near. I say I don't expect much from you, and now your drivers are 1st and 2nd. Sam Bird, after leaving Virgin for the first time since Formula E began, has really had a dream start to his Jaguar career. A win in Saudi Arabia, a crash also mind, and another crash in Rome, but also a 2nd place, and somehow that has left Sam Bird leading the championship. Mitch Evans follows his teammate in 2nd place, a couple of podiums and a 6th place. He has stayed out of trouble more than Bird, but all in all it's been a good start to the year for the Jaguar team. If they can stop getting involved in accidents, they might start to run away with this one. Between the 2 drivers, well, they're both good, so either one could be champion. So that is my list of 6 drivers who are currently doing better than expected in Formula E in 2021. This weekend we have another double header in Valencia, Spain to look forward to. Can Jaguar break away from the pack, or will someone else make waves at the front? And I know Mercedes aren't on this list despite being 3rd and 4th in the current standings, but I kinda expected them to be around there, so Consider them doing good but could be better. Anyway, enjoy the action from sunny Spain this weekend. Leave a comment, a like, a share on the video. Remember to subscribe and have a good one.